Have any of you seen any of the Democrats, whether they black, white, Latino, Asians, crashing out behind what's going on in Washington, D.C. regarding President Donald Trump sending in the National Guards and essentially federalizing D.C.? Have y'all seen them crashing out like they were crashing out when the ICE raids were going on, especially in Los Angeles, California? I can say that I haven't seen it. Now, that's not to say they haven't made statements. They have made some statements. Now, when I say they, I mean some Democrats, but I have not seen the Latino community especially say anything. Now, just because I haven't seen it don't mean that they haven't, but I haven't seen all these crash outs and things like that. Because remember when Tom Homan and Donald Trump was rolling through Los Angeles, a lot of people were like, well, where's the black community? We were there for y'all. We don't see y'all. And it's like, now that Trump is going through Washington, D.C. with his National Guards and things, I ain't heard nobody really just flipping out. Y'all remember when Representative LaMonica McIvers, she caught a federal charge behind trying to bus in the ICE detention facility there in New Jersey along with the mayor? I haven't seen any of that. Have y'all seen Karen Bass on the news crying and screaming because Trump has sent the National Guards into D.C.? Now, a reason why I'm talking about this is because Washington, D.C. is comprised of about 45% black people, which is a large population, right? Now, we know to this point there's been about 400 arrests made since Trump took over Washington, D.C. Now we're going to do a little math, just a little bit, and I'm bad at math, right? So if the arrests have been to the tune of 400 people, and we know that disproportionately black people are arrested more than anybody else, and it's said, especially in Washington, the arrests, about 86%. That's about 344 potential, right? Because I don't know for sure, but I'm just kind of doing some math. That's 344 black people that are potentially snatched up by Trump and, National Guards. Now, I don't want to make the assumption that they're all innocent. There's probably some, and maybe a few, or quite a few of them that aren't innocent. But the point that I'm making is Trump has said, hey, I'm doing a full-fledged stop and frisk. I'm harassing people just on the strength of walking down the street, or whatever the case is, and there's not a lot of people that's too mad about it. So I got to thinking, and I'm like, why would the Democrats and the Latinos, be so quiet? Well, I think they feel like the Latino community, right, or the immigrants, they're more vulnerable. They don't want to see them snatched away from their families and, separation and things like that. And it's like, well, that ain't a new concept here in America. That's been happening to black Americans forever, right? Since the plantation. We've been separated from our families, so we're vulnerable. We're still vulnerable. If you look at the FBI statistics, it says that black people in America are the most harmed by crime, right? And nobody sees us as vulnerable. You don't see all these crash outs that you were seeing before. But yet, black Americans, especially, and I say black people in general in America, right? We show up for the Democrats more than any other group of people, and they do not show up for us. Now, again, they're not totally silent, but they're not loud like they typically are when it comes to illegal immigration, right? Oh, it's not right. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. Oh, it's horrible. But it's like, where y'all at? It's black people right there in Washington, D.C., that, are being unfairly stopped and frisked. A lot of them are. And you just don't see the crash out. So I'm just asking, have y'all seen it? If y'all have seen it, please let me know in the comment section. But yeah, that is another reason why they do not deserve our votes. Because they do nothing for us at all, especially when we're in peril, right? We're in distress. Where are they at? Where are they at? Yeah, they say a little something, oh, it's not right, this, that, and the other, but I need to see people flopping around and crying and screaming all on the news. I need to see people like LaMonica McIvers catching a charge over black people. I need to see her doing all of that. But if I don't see her doing that like she was doing for illegal immigrants, then yeah, she can't get none of our votes, and she should not be in office again. And that goes for her and anybody else that deems illegal immigrants more important than people who are already here, who belong here rightfully. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more sci